Warning. All videos and readings are all alleged and only for entertainment purposes.
These texts, purify these texts, use these texts with activity, people, lies, the truth. What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? What's up? How y'all doing? Are you ready for a wonderful night on this Thursday? Ready for a wonderful Thursday? Thursday night? I know some of you are probably asleep, so I guess you can just get up in the morning and see this. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm just going to go ahead and do live. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask. So I just want to start off saying, Grand Rising family. Tonight we're stepping into a heavy and emotional topic. The energy surrounding this tragic death of 18-year-old Nolan Xavier Wells is heavy. Before we get into the reading, we're going to warm up, talk, connect, and settle into the space. I gave a 10-minute little window so you guys can get together and come on in. So here we go. If you want a free reading, let me know. But we are definitely going to be getting really deep today. We're definitely going to build some kind of connection with the spirit of Nolan Wells. Okay, but before I get started, here are some warnings.
Please note that this is all alleged. I've never met any of these people. I've deeply researched all of my information. This is a trigger warning. In this video, I may be talking about or showing sensitive material about some subjects or topics that may be disturbing or upsetting or may bring forth some troubling memories, as you read in the description or title. With that said, either end the video now or brace yourself. Aside from that, enjoy.
Fantastic. Now that we got that out of the way. All right. Look like we only have one person in the comment section as usual. My loyal viewer, Andrew. How you doing, girl? You seem to always be the only one in the comment section. Have you heard about the case of Nolan Wells? I'm sure a lot of you have heard about it. I wonder if anyone have done any tarot readings on this. I mean, I haven't really researched it much, so I don't really know. But I'm wondering if you want have done any, you know, tarot readings or whatever about this young man. I mean, I rather do tarot readings trying to help locate, a missing person. Yeah, you say yes. I'm so yeah, me too. It reminds me of that case with that lady that they've been posting together. But I'm a little disappointed because I talked about that years ago, and I talked about how it was odd, and I went deep diving into that case. Literally, I may have to post it on my Patreon soon. You know, I was going to start off with some free readings, but it looks like I don't really have anyone up so far. I don't know why I bothered doing this. This is so embarrassing. But anyway, I'm going to just go ahead and just dive deep into the reading anyway, because I don't see anyone up. And it is Thursday night. A lot of people are probably at work or at school or something like that. Well, not at work, but in bed, preparing for work, I should have said. So there's that. I know you would think that someone would definitely have gave him an insight on Mississippi. I'm sure he knew about it, but I think this day and age, a lot of young kids these days are a little bit protected. They don't have to experience a lot of the racism that a lot of us grew up with. So I think that's another reason why he wasn't prepared for that particular moment. That's what I'm thinking. Because if he was, you know, he would have never put himself in that situation, unfortunately. It is time for the talk. Well, not time for the talk. The talk should have already been there. But I'm saying a lot of kids, they got lucky. They didn't see how it feels to experience racism. Like a lot of us grew up, feeling or being warned because they shoved it down our throats with um, roots and history of slavery. I mean, they didn't even tell us about a history as being Egyptian kings and stuff. They still whitewashing that, and we all know that's bullshit. But they didn't. A lot of people don't know, and from I gather, a lot of islanders don't know anything about. A lot of them didn't even know the depths of slavery. You would think that people overseas, like in Africa and places like that, would know the deep depths of slavery. A lot of them don't even know that, which kind of further validates if slavery, like the slave trades they talk about, like our ancestors coming from Africa, is it even true or not? Is that all bullcrap? I mean, it makes you wonder about those things. I mean, I've done several videos debunking that whole theory, but a lot of people still believe it. So it's that whole debacle. So what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and just do a jump into his reading. I wasn't going to do his reading. I was literally going to just do some free readings, but I'm just going to jump in his reading. I'm multitasking here. I don't got people to multitask for me, so I'm multitasking. Okay, I think I've done enough. I mean, I want to share it in other places, but this is good. Okay, so let's jump into the reading of Nolan, okay? All right, my people. All right, thank you so much. Now we're going to shift into the main reading, the intuitive energy surrounding the Nolan Wells case. Remember, this is symbolic, emotional, and a spiritual insight. And let me just tell you this clearly. This reading is for intuitive, energetic, and insight only. It is not a factual investigation. It does not determine guilt or innocent, and it does not replace official reports or law enforcement findings. Tarot explores emotional truth, not legal truth. Okay, so remember, all my tarot readings are not affirmative. It is not guaranteed. It's just a spiritual insight. It does not guarantee that everything that I'm saying is correct. I just give you what I feel and what I see. So remember, it's all alleged, and most of it's for entertainment purposes and for spiritual help as well. Okay, just want to point that out. All right, so again, we're stepping into the emotional and spiritual energy surrounding this tragic passing of Nolan Xavier Wells. This reading is meant to bring clarity. Remember, compassion and healing, not speculation. We honor Nolan, his family, and the community by approaching this with respect. Now, here's a brief intro here. You see, Nolan Wells was found dead after going on a July 4th boat trip. The circumstances of his death are unclear, leading to speculation and several narratives in the community. His death has caused significant grief among family, friends, and residents. The case has also fueled racial tension in the area, with some believing race played a role in the investigation or its aftermath. Authorities are still investigating to determine what happened and the true cause of death. In the meantime, here are some clips.
Before they reached the island, and now the biggest question is why he did not have his phone. The 18-year-old went missing on July 4 after going by boat with a group of friends to Horn Island, about 10 miles off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. He was last seen around 3 p.m. on the west side of the island. His mother later reported him missing near midnight after he never came home. Nolan was found dead in the water on July 6th. Authorities have said they do not currently suspect foul play and believe he may have drowned, but the case has raised many questions. Police are now reviewing new footage from the island. In the video, people can be heard arguing near the time Nolan was last seen. Authorities have not confirmed every person in the clip, but they are asking witnesses and anyone with video to come forward. Another major concern is that Nolan's phone was not with him. It was later in his father's possession. Friends claimed Nolan chose to stay on the island and that they thought he found another ride back. But many people are asking why he would stay alone on an island with no phone, no clear way home, and no cell service. The white friends who were with him have already hired lawyers, with one reportedly being the child of a judge. Nolan's family has also hired attorney Ben Crump as they push for more answers. New video.
Wow, a judge? Are you freaking kidding me? They are seriously, wow, a judge? They are not playing. They are seriously trying to cover some stuff up. Yeah, I mean, that is very strange for him to be on this darn island with these people, not have his cell phone conveniently, and his dad so happened to get a cell phone later. And to my, he drowned. The boy knew how to swim. He did not drown. He knew how to swim. And all his friends, knew how to swim as well. So I'm assuming if he was drowning, they would have jumped in and tried to save him. So the fact that they're saying that this is just an accidental drowning is straight up bullcrap. And anyone who believes that needs to get their freaking head examined. Because that is straight up freaking baloney. But I want to bring it to false notions. I just want to let spirit guide me and let me know what really happened to this young man. All right, take a look at this clip.
Que grandão lá tá bravo, hein? Ó.
Now, this particular clip, you see Nolan and you see this man trying to arguing and stuff. I don't know who he's arguing with. I don't know if he's arguing with Nolan or whoever, but you can see there's definitely some chaos going on here.
Grandão lá tá bravo, hein? Ó. Que grandão lá tá bravo, hein?
Beautiful. All right, so let's start this off with, let's see what's, I'm gonna do a literally, it's gonna be a 6-card spread. All right, 6-card spread. I'm not gonna go all deep into his reading. It's gonna be like a 6 reading spread for him. Something I just invented, believe it or not. All right, so the first spread, let me just break it down for you. It's the first card represents Nolan's energy, the vibration around his spirit. This card speaks to how he is held, how he is remembered, and the emotional imprint he left behind. Okay. I'm sensing a mixture of innocent confusion and transition, a young soul caught between worlds, surrounded by love, but also by just unfinished. He seemed like he was really just trying to be nice to keep the peace, considering he was the odd person in the group, which a lot of people who are definitely odd persons in the group, we're learning that from true crime, from Netflix, where, there's some racial modification, and it's people of our particular race always have to feel they have to be on their best behavior, especially when you're outnumbered by your surrounding people. All right, so let's speak of this first card. This is going to be Nolan's energy. So we're asking the guardians to tell us what was Nolan's energy. Let's find out. All right, let's find out what Nolan's energy is. All right, guardians, tell me what Nolan's energy. All right, let's do this deck again. I'm going to shuffle it one more time here. Do a reset. Okay, here we go. Interesting. Nolan's energy that I'm getting right now, it looks like the Justice card came up. So it looks like he was, if I know any better, the Justice card is saying it was some cause without conflict, some solutions, some truth came out. So I think some truth must have came out during that day, like someone revealed some real hardcore truths about him. I'm sensing there was a fight, and I'm sensing someone literally said some really evil things about him that he didn't even know that there was even the way they were feeling. I'm getting that, like he was just caught off guard, literally. It's that I'm also getting that a lot of girls liked him too. Like he was a really eye turner, kind of a hunk, and made a lot of men jealous. And not to mention, they probably was a little intimidated by his sportsmanship, like many. That's what I'm getting. So there's a lot of jealousy going on in racism in this racist world. But yeah, so justice doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a court case. Justice can mean there was some cause, some effect, like it was a tug of war, like someone was trying to see what was right, who was wrong. There was some kind of competition. I'm getting that with the energy of that day. Okay, so that's the first card. I got 2 cards that came out. The 3 of Pentacles came out. Now, the 3 of Pentacles, generally, if it's upright, it's telling me there was some kind of teamwork, collaboration. But I'm getting that teamwork was turned upside down, and that teamwork was never, it ended. So the teamwork lets me know that whoever did this is among the 4 people, his friends. Now, this is all alleged. But I'm getting this pretty much happened among his friends. That's what I'm getting here. So the teamwork is no longer the teamwork is generally people who was close proximity to you. So that means it was some beef between his friends. More than likely the 4 that was on that picture. So it was beef in between his friends. So that's the first little set of cards. Now we're going to try Yes. Now we're gonna do the second reading, which I will call. Now, this card does not tell us what happened. It shows us the emotional climate of that day. Okay. Now I'm seeing tension mixed with celebration, a moment that should have been joyful but carried an undercurrent of imbalance. So the energy feels divided, like multiple emotional states were present at once. Some people were relaxed, others were distracted, and something felt off energetically. Not necessarily dangerous, just misaligned. So we're gonna figure out what the energy was that day. We already know the first deck of cards here was his energy, like he was in conflict with someone, like there was definitely some competition going on. That's what I'm getting here. And the second set is telling us the energy of the fourth of that day. Like this is for the fourth, like what happened, the energy of the fourth of that day. Let's find out. Okay. All right, we got the Empress coming out here. All right. All right, here we go. I got the Empress card here. Now, when the Empress is up right here, it's basically giving us some serious, like some fertility, some parenting, but also giving me some abundance, like there was some money involved. This I'm getting competition. See the five of wands here, even though it's upside down, it's telling me that there was some definitely competition. Now five of wands upright, which means there was competition and challenges, but the challenges took a deep turn. It took a dark turn, you see? Which means there was no challenge. Someone more than likely cheated. So I'm getting competition, conflict, tug of war, like right, wrong, someone lied. And then I'm getting a two of wands. Now the two of wands generally means that someone's waiting for something, but there was no waiting. I'm feeling like there was some kind of competition or trick of alleged competition, and someone cheated. That's what I'm getting here. Like it was some kind of competition, but it really wasn't competition. Someone cheated. Like it was never a contest. Like he was brought out into the lake or whatever, said it was a game they want to play or whatever, but it was never an actual game. Excuse me. It was never an actual game. It was just lies and deception. That's what I'm getting. It was lies and deception. That's what I'm getting. All right, so let's do the card 3. The second set is called the community's grief. This card reflects the collective grief, the pain, confusion, and fear surrounding Nolan's death. Now, the community is carrying a heavy emotional weight. There is sorrow, but also frustration. People feel unclear. People feel like the story is incomplete. This card shows a community searching for closure, searching for truth, and searching for peace. So let's find out, are they going to get that? Let's find out. Okay, so the first card we got was the Page of Swords here. Now, the Page of Swords upright generally means that there is definitely going to be, some gossip sites. So this is telling me the gossip sites, as you can see here, is turned upside down, which means there's definitely going to be a lot of deception going on in the gossip sites. Someone's going to try to keep the story off the air. Since they're going to try to die down a little bit because of some of the people that was involved in his death. As you can see here, we have the King of Wands here, which means someone very powerful, someone bold, a leader, someone who has courage. Well, someone's going to step up and make sure it stays in the media. So this is telling me it's going to be a tug of war in the media and some definitely deception in the gossip sites and the news. A lot of lies going to be brought forth. So, yeah. So the gossip is going to be having a lot of truth and a lot of lies. That's what I'm getting here. So the energy is definitely chaotic. Energy can be a little bit deceiving. So just beware of people, lying, and beware of someone desperately trying to bury this case as quickly as possible. That's what I'm getting. Okay, now the fourth set of cards is going to be, this card reveals the shadow energy. The shadow energy that the unspoken, it's literally like the unspoken emotions, suppressed truth, and hidden dynamics. Now I'm sensing silence, not necessarily deception, but silence. People holding back feelings, not wanting to say the wrong thing, not wanting to be blamed, not wanting to be misunderstood. There's fear here, fear of judgment, fear of conflict, fear of being involved. This card tells us the emotional truth is scattered, not malicious, just fragmented. So this is what this set of cards is going to tell us. All right, so let's see what these sets of cards, okay? What are the hidden energy? What are the hidden energies? Let's find out. Oop. I hate when I pause on the floor. I'm just going to do these two cards here. All right, so we have the Magician card here. All right, the Magician card upright. Okay, the magician card upright generally means, let me see. I'm sorry, I had it over there. I'm so sorry. The Magician card upright generally means, and I know a lot of people more than likely seen this card before. I completely understand that, but do know that when the Magician card comes out, I know a lot of you thinking, okay, it's creativity. It is creativity. It's definitely creativity. It's visions and things of that nature. So remember, this is hidden energy. So there was definitely this creativity, which means this was plant. That's what it means in plant. And you see, this supposed to be unions, friendship, which means this union, this inner energy, there was some planning going on amongst this friendship. Like the friendships are turned upside down. There's no unionship. The unionship was fooled. The unionship was smoke and mirrors. The unionship was straight bullshit. Let me be realistic here, which means there was planning in between his family, not his family, but his friends. His friends was planning something. The whole thing was trickery. There was no competition. There was no games. Everything was set up. This is planned. This whole thing just planned, all of it. Him being thrown into the lake, all of it was all planned. All of it was planned. Well, this is all alleged. Okay, so let's go with the what needs healing. This fifth card is what needs healing. This card shows where the emotional wound sits. The healing needs to happen in the space between community and the truth. Now, there is a disconnect, a gap between what people feel and what they know. Healing requires communication, compassion, and patience. It requires honoring Nolan without turning his memory into a conflict. It requires unity and division. So let's see what the healing needs. What do the family needs to heal? What do the family needs to heal? Let's find out here. All right, let's see if I can get one more card. Okay, hold on. See if I can get one more card here. What do the family need to heal? Oop. Okay. All righty. So I got the Four of Pentacles here. As you can see here, the Four of Pentacles is someone needs desire. They need some long-term security. So the families more than likely need some financial help. Okay, I'm getting that. But then we have the Lover's card. So they need some emotional compassion. That's what I'm getting here. Looks like the family is also seeking emotional compassion during this tragic time. So that's what we're getting here. So we need to give them some compassion. And it looks like they may need some financial help as well with the investigation and to pay that expensive lawyer. All right, so the last and final card of his reading. This card is the spiritual takeaway, the message for everyone watching, for the community, and for anyone touched by this tragedy. This message it seeks clarity, but hold compassion. Don't rush to conclusions. Don't let grief turn into anger. Don't let confusion turn into conflict. Honor Nolan by staying grounded, staying loving, and staying open to healing. His spirit wants peace, not chaos. So this card is definitely going to reveal that. This card is a spiritual takeaway. So this is the message for the collective and for everyone who's watching. Oop, okay. I'm going to shuffle again here. Oop. All right, we got 2 cards that came out. All right, so we have the Knight of Cups here. So the Knight of Cups is telling me that Prince Charming romance proposal. So this collective here is that there's definitely going to be a Prince Charming. They're going to come in and save the day, more than likely pay for his lawyer and his investigation. So that's a good thing. But we also have the Nine of Swords here, okay? Which means there is stress and grieving going on here, as you can see. Even though they may be getting financial help and they're getting a lot of support from the community, but there's definitely some emotional grief going on here. So only thing I can say, like someone's depressed, someone's really going through it right now, more than likely his family. So we definitely need to give them a space, let them heal during this tragic time. So tonight reading is about answers. It was about energy. It was about honoring Nolan's spirit, acknowledging the community's pain, and holding space for healing. May this reading bring comfort to those who love him, clarity to those who are confused, and peace to everyone's watching. Now, if you like a private reading, which I already have it up there already, but I'll put it up there again here. If you like a private reading, okay, you can reach me at kishasreadings@gmail.com. My Cash App is KishasTruth for both Cash App and Venmo. And my number is 424-463-4933. Again, that's 424-463-4933. And you can always reach out to me via email. I check my emails every day. And despite what people are saying about me, it's not true. Other than that, thank you for staying throughout the duration of this reading. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye.
Hey, Truth Seekers. I'm opening a limited number of prepaid reading bundles for anyone who wants deeper clarity and ongoing spiritual guidance. You can get 2 general readings for $100 or 3 readings for $150. You save a total of $30. Each session is 1 to 1.5 hours, includes mediumship, and goes deep into your questions, your energy, and your loved one's messages. If you want consistent guidance and real answers, DM me to reserve your bundle or email me at kishasreadings@gmail.com or at thetruthshowchat@gmail.com. Can't wait to speak to you.